Bro, that was crispy.
We're so good at
That was icy.
We're so good.
So another episode, another black hoodie.
Pretty much. We're the same thing.
Well, I was gonna say I gotta. So we've already sold like 7 hoodies. So they are actually going fast because I think we only ordered like 13. So if y'all want,
we're like halfway through.
Yeah, we're literally almost halfway through, but we're gonna order more if people want more. So shout out to people that have bought them so far. If you guys want one, come check us out. Get a hoodie.
You know who to talk to.
Yeah.
You know who to talk to.
I think it's really funny that you almost can't get into the stewed because you forget.
Yeah, the code. I know the 4 numbers. I just forget the order every single time.
So the studio has a password like protected lock, and every time Zach rolls up, I let him try it, and it's always
Always wrong.
always wrong.
Always wrong.
But he doesn't let me let him in. He always just one of these episodes he's gonna be doing the pod from the hallway.
Yeah,
It's just
I already
gonna
forgot
be-
it. Next week, I literally already forgot it. I know the 4 numbers. The 4 numbers are ingrained, but the order.
The
is
order.
over.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're lucky it doesn't like lock permanently like an iPhone. Like you have to wait
Oh,
5
yeah.
minutes.
Imagine I lock us out of the apartment studio
I
forever.
mean, I'd be in here. I'd be chilling.
Yeah.
You'd lock me in here?
Then I steal everything out of Connor's apartment. Turn me out.
What's in there?
I
Exactly.
got a nice TV.
Oh,
I'll take a
thanks.
TV.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks.
Your PS5 would be a snack.
Do you not have a next gen console?
No. I mean, I bought a PC. I built a PC.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Mm.
What a wild intro. What's
Yeah.
happening right now? Is this the cold open, I guess?
Yes, definitely the cold open. Intro.
Intro!
Hey guys, welcome back to the Training Camp Podcast.
The Training Camp Podcast,
I got a new chair.
with a multitude of guests,
Can't say he's wrong, am I right?
Oh yeah, dolphins.
No, I really like.
stupid games,
5-0 last week. That's right, 5-0. Dak Prescott, you could lock up that 4 seed.
Again, it's not blazing hot, 65 degrees.
I'm gonna do this for fun. They threw to Michael Thomas. The Heat. How? Chicago. Yes, you guys get an F.
and a little too much personality.
No.
Last week.
No, Ravens?
Oh fuck! Give me that.
No way. There's no way. Hammering. 3. Really, do not
Talk about him. This one's my fault.
flex the game.
Here we go.
Okay, Zach's wait for when he does the intro is the only time
It's
it
literally
shows up.
so wild. So wild.
What's poppin', guys? Welcome back to training camp. Dude.
Week 9.
Okay, so we record the pod at like between 6:30 and 7 every evening on Wednesdays, and Zach made a good point. It feels like it's 10 o'clock because of daylight savings.
Yeah, it's
It's 7.
literally 7, and it's been dark for 2 hours now.
Yeah.
That shouldn't be okay.
So I'm
Shouldn't
happy
be
that
okay.
daylight savings will not be a thing in like a year. They're completely getting rid of it. Couldn't be a smarter move.
Yeah.
Anyways,
For everybody's mental health. Jesus. Christ.
Zach's tired today.
I'm a little sleepy.
Zach's a little
I'm
sleep.
a little sleepy.
Zach's a little sleepy. Don't worry, his forfeit will wake him wide awake.
Oh God.
So
What
obviously,
could that mean?
if you're new to the pod, we do our wallet winners, which are like our picks every single week, which are spreads and then one upset. Last week, and me and Zach are going head to head. You guys can see what the results were for last week. Last week, Zach unfortunately lost between the two of us, so
Yeah.
Zach has to do his forfeit.
Hate it here.
Zach got 2 and 3. I went 3 and 2. Shout out to the Vikings for covering 3 instead of 3.5, by the way. And then shout out to the Packers, Colts, and Raiders that let Zach down. Those could have been 3 well, at least Packers and Raiders should have been like locks.
Raiders was. It was. We were 17. They were up 17-0. I was like chilling. I was like, sweet. Don't gotta watch this game no more. I wasn't going to, but don't need to even check up on that game anymore
they
because it's
lost.
over. They lost.
Yeah, Zach-
Colts. Don't even get me started on the Colts. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. You'll see. I'm betting on them again. If they let me down 3 times in a row, I'm burning a Colts jersey.
Yeah, so Steelers didn't play. We had a bye week, so I slept when I got home from work because I work at Graves. And I wake up to the group chat, and all I see is Zach's message.
You want the
says,
quote?
Wallet winners pain.
Wall of winners is pain.
And I just smiled because I knew I was winning.
Bro, the Packers suck so bad.
Oh, dude, that's wild. Them losing to the
Packers
Lions.
suck so bad.
Yeah, that one's actually really, really wild.
At halftime of that game, I texted the boys and I said, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back on the field and he retires, I would not be surprised.
It's not okay. He's to blame.
Oh yeah, no, he's I mean, he's Aaron
At the
Rodgers,
trade
but, like,
deadline, the Packers should have traded Aaron Rodgers.
they should
Bold call right there. The Packers should have traded Aaron Rodgers at the deadline, just see what they had with Jordan Love, because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is coming back next season anyways. If you shipped Aaron, you could have shipped Aaron Rodgers to like San Fran, and I'm sure they would have gotten picks upon picks upon picks.
Yeah, but the thing about anybody looking at Aaron Rodgers, like they know this is probably his last year in the league.
1 year rental for a Super Bowl. I'll tell you, teams right now that would like that. San Francisco would love that. Honestly, the Rams might have done a swap.
Yeah, Rams love selling everything. They would have just given every draft pick away.
I bet you
to sit Aaron Rodgers.
I bet you the
bench.
Giants would have given picks. Like there are teams that genuinely.
I think the Giants kind of found their guy in Daniel Jones.
But like the point is, there are teams out there that would have traded for Rodgers.
Yeah, but that's I don't know.
Sorry, I got the Dent cup. I got the Mason Rudolph cup.
You got the Mason Rudolph cup.
So it just
got
spilled all over my hoodie.
Shout out Dent, man.
Okay, so Zach, we're gonna get your forfeit ready.
Yeah, what do I gotta do?
So what you're gonna have to do is just start talking about your first pick with your eyes closed while I get your forfeit ready. Can you also do me a favor? Actually, nah, it's okay. Yeah, just close your eyes and start talking about your. Yeah, go ahead. So who's your first ball winner?
All right, eyes are closed. I'm going with the Bills -3 over the Vikings. The Bills are pissed off. Josh Allen's super angry. He came out and said it's hard to win when your quarterback plays like shit. And yeah.
Bold pick whenever Josh Allen might be playing.
Really? You think so? What's going on with him?
I just realized he's day to day, and so
When?
like today, because he has that injury to his arm.
Okay, I didn't see that. Anyways, if Josh Allen doesn't play, it's probably over for this pick. But I'm sticking with it. Josh Allen's. If he plays, he plays. Oh, I'm getting waxed. I'm getting waxed.
You can open your eyes now that you know what it is.
Yeah, I'm getting waxed.
Yeah, so you think, dude,
That's fine.
Bills is kind of a bold pick. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, now I don't know if Josh Allen's gonna play. If Josh Allen plays, I'm still taking him. Like
Trent,
I said,
I'm really sorry if you like Zach's leg hair.
no, we've shaved it before.
Oh, okay,
I've gone
cool.
full
We're
shave.
chilling, we're
I've gone
chilling.
full wax. I've done this before. This ain't nothing to me.
So if Josh Allen plays, are you still confident in -3? I'm sure the line will move.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
what?
I still am -3.
You think Case Keenum can cover 3 against the Vikings?
Well, no. Okay, if Josh Allen doesn't play,
Yeah, if Josh Allen doesn't
if Josh
play.
Allen plays, I'll probably flip it completely and go Vikings -3. But
I'm sure the line will shift as well.
yeah. But as of when I looked at it, and I put the bet in 3 of them. Jesus. 4? All 4?
2 per leg.
Yeah. Anyways, Bills -3.
Who's your second?
Second wallet winner of the week is doing it just on points alone. I love betting big spreads. Commanders +11 over the Eagles, especially after watching them almost sell their perfect season against the Texans just last week, I think. Yeah, the Commanders +11 is a good pick here. They're gonna drop one of these games at one point. I was really debating making the Commanders my upset of the week just based off odds alone.
I was gonna say
because they're gonna drop a
they
game
have
at
to
some
lose.
point in a divisional matchup.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. It might. If I had to guess, their first loss probably comes to like the Giants or the Cowboys.
Yeah, like they're gonna drop one of these games. So hopefully it's this week. Just even if they don't lose, like hopefully they just choke and don't do what they did to the Steelers, basically.
Oh,
to the
just blow them out.
Commanders,
Yeah. Who's your third?
Speaking of the Steelers, I'm taking the Saints -2.5 over. The
Really?
Steelers stink. Look at this. We suck.
Even Mike
No.
Tomlin, who's 11-4 off a bye. We haven't
No,
lost
we
a bye
suck.
since 2016.
We suck. Saints.
You think the Saints
-2.5.
don't suck?
Yeah, we suck more, bro.
All right, interesting.
We suck more.
Interesting.
Let me guess. You did Steelers +2.5 because you're a menace.
No,
Okay, good. Would you take that?
maybe.
No, we suck. We stink.
All right, who's your fourth
Speaking of another stinky team, I'm taking Titans -3 over the Broncos. Broncos stink as well.
one? I've got I actually don't. I know in like my work pick 'em, I picked the Broncos to win that game.
Yeah, that's a menace thing to do. You just hate the Titans.
They can't do any. The Titans. Okay, what is the Broncos' one strength? Their defense.
Yeah, defense.
What is every weakness besides Derrick Henry? The offense and the defense of Titans.
Nah,
it's
the
literally a problem.
Titans proved us wrong. Titans are not
No
that
receiver had a catch last week. Literally,
Is that an actual stat?
Yeah,
That's great. They didn't throw the ball.
No, they threw it only to a tight end like 3 times. Malik had like 5 completions. Yeah.
There's no shot. That's true, right?
No, I'm serious.
I'm fact checking you because there's no shot Malik had 5 completions.
If I'm right, I'm adding another wax to his leg.
Yeah, if Malik Willis has 5
No,
completions.
but no. Are you fact checking me on that or the wide receiver thing?
5
Oh, I thought you were
completions.
talking me
If Malik Willis actually threw 5 completions, it's over.
Was it 5? Was it 5? Was it 5?
Malik, you went 16 and bro, Malik,
What did he do?
Malik, there's no shot you had 5 completions last week.
Was I right? Was he 5 for 16?
Bro, Malik, you went 5 for 16. Malik, bro.
Still want to stick with the Titans?
Wall winners is gonna be paying again. Wall winners is gonna be paying again.
You want to put this one on yourself?
No. Yeah, so Malik Willis is trash, I guess. He had 5 completions. You know, yeah, this wall winner's just gonna be paying. I've already accepted my offer. Wait, no, not another one. Jesus Christ!
I gotta use the entire pack.
You're not using the entire
gotta
pack.
use the
No,
entire
you're not
pack.
using the entire pack. Piss off. My leg looks like Picasso.
I'm gonna put it on top of another wax and just so I don't use it. Your leg looks
hate
like
that.
Picasso.
Yeah, you Picasso'd me. Okay.
Okay, who's your upset of the week then?
Upset of the week. I hate this team. I told you I was going to do it in the intro. I'm taking the Colts over the Raiders. Raiders sold. Colts sold. I'm taking the best of the best selling teams. Colts. I don't care anymore. Wall winners is trash. Hated it here. Malik Willis had 5 completions?
Bro, I like
Malik Willis had 5 completions? Nah.
Bro, I like how you are no longer confident in like 3 of your wall.
No, I hate all of them now. You went and told me, yeah, Josh Allen's not going to play. Malik Willis threw 5 completions? Are you kidding me? And the Colts, don't even get me started on the Colts. Colts stink. There's so many teams that stink.
So my first one, I've got the Dolphins -3.5 against the Browns. The Dolphins' offense is god tier, and their defense obviously got better last week. I know that it was a close game with the Bears, but I think that the Bears are starting to slowly come along, and I think the Browns, even though I think they just had their bye week, are slowly going to start falling apart until they get Deshaun Watson back.
Are you going to do this?
I got to let it sit.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I don't think you know how this works.
No,
Have
I
you
know.
ever done
I'm
it?
just like, for my sake.
Oh, okay.
I got to let it sit. They don't got to let it sit.
You just don't want to do it? Or?
No, I want to do it.
Well, then great.
You threw banana and crab at my back.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. See, now here's the scary thing is this is just upping the ante every time. So if I lose next week, I'm fucked because I don't
You're
know.
not. I hate my Waller winners so much.
Just say I'm not gonna lose.
No, I hate them. I
All right,
hate
my-
every single one
My
of them.
second one, I got the Rams -3 against the Cardinals. I think the Rams, kind of like what you were saying against how the Eagles have to lose at some point. The Rams have to win at some point.
Yeah,
and I think the
yeah.
Cardinals are perfect for the TikTok baby. The Rams are a perfect.
Howie.
Not just nothing. Ugh. Here you go. Take that. I don't want it. Merry Christmas. Thanks.
No, this one.
That was nothing for you.
Yeah, I deal with so much pain today. It doesn't matter.
Damn. Okay.
Like picking my wallet winners. God.
The Buccaneers. I got them 2.5 against the Seahawks. I put in parentheses, made this pick with a smelly face. Like, I don't like this pick. I don't like it. I don't like this pick. But kind of like, again, with the Eagles, the Seahawks have to lose at some point, and the Bucs kind of got a nice jolt last week, losing to the Rams. Also, it's on a neutral field. I think the reason the Seahawks are winning a lot is because the 12th man is a huge factor in their games. Yeah. This is a neutral field.
They're playing in Germany, right?
They're playing, in Munich, Germany. And I just think weapons-wise, the Bucs are better.
There's also probably more Tom Brady fans around the world in Germany than there is Geno Smith fans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I think one factor that might help Tampa Bay is I think that Rashad White's going to play more snaps than at least for the running game. I think they're going to move Leonard Fournette to be more of a third down back. So I think that he's going to help their running game a lot because he has just more burst. He looks better. So all they have to do is win by a field goal. I think they can easily do that. Nothing. What a man. I'd be so freaking out if this was me. Okay, speaking of the Bears.
I kind of ruined the forfeit by not.
Sorry,
Sorry,
one? Man said Warheads, that's not a problem. Man said lasagna, I don't eat lasagna. And then now
Lasagna wasn't a forfeit.
The one forfeit.
No, lasagna wasn't a forfeit. You're not going to get away with the fact that your cold open one week was just... What's on the screen? Lasagna.
I started some good conversations at work. Well, and also like the only forfeit that's actually gotten Zach
mini
wheats.
I hate those.
It's such a wild thing to be mad about.
That one was pretty good,
dude. Oh.
That one was good.
It's like flesh off you. Oh, that looks. I have wipes for you too, so you can wipe the wax off.
That's such a fire addition to wipe the wax off.
Since this isn't even affecting you, should we just finish the job at some point? Because you're just gonna have patches.
No.
You're just gonna go home and shave?
No.
You're just gonna leave the smooth spot.
It's leg hair. It's just this is gonna grow back.
All right, fair.
Can I pull these ones?
Oh sure, yeah. Go ahead.
Or just get it done. I don't actually want to.
Gotta do
you?
it fast. Oh.
Yeah, I actually know how to
Dude,
do it.
that one's
Yeah, I know how
good.
to do
That
it.
one's good.
You gotta go up against the grain.
Oh,
You were going down.
I was going down. Ooh, can we at least get that middle part? Look at you. It looks like an eye. It looks like a cartoon.
Nah, I got a pause button on my leg now.
That's so wild. Okay, I should have gone up the grain. Dang.
Yeah, you ruined it.
I
You ruined
mean-
my legs forever.
Did I though?
All right, well, I got waxed.
So we should probably move those. That's
Yeah,
I'd rather
what
have
a
a
great-
lasagna in the screen than
Yeah,
those.
just my wax hair.
You want to go throw those away? Nice thing about the stewed, we also got a bathroom with a shower. This is such a good stewed.
What do you want to do? Flush them down the drain or
No, just throw them in the. I said oh. While Zach's doing that, my upset of the week. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I can't say my upset of the week until Zach comes back into frame. No, Zach has to be in frame when I say my upset of the week. No, that'd be wild. Zach said, I can't wait for your upset of the week to be the Commanders.
Upset of the week's probably going to be the Jaguars over the Chiefs, huh?
No.
You love the Jaguars.
No, the Steelers over the Saints.
We stink.
Do you remember that video I sent you? My toxic trait?
Thinking the Steelers have a chance every week?
Here's the thing. We have not lost off the bye week since 2016. That's not my only reasoning here. I think that Jalen Warren is going to be taking over most of the backfield in this week. I think that...
That's a plus.
Yeah, exactly. I think undrafted is taking over the first round pick's job. I do think that... with the departure of Chase Claypool, it sounds like this is going to be getting into obligatory Steelers talk as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's the end of the wall winners.
No.
We've both gone through our stuff.
So, it sounds like one thing that Mike was talking about. Do you watch press conferences? You should watch press conferences. They're actually really interesting.
Yeah, no, I have not. I have not seen.
Mike
I see like the highlights, but I haven't watched a full.
Yeah, they're actually. I like to listen to them when I'm just kind of getting ready for the day and stuff. But no, Mike Tomlin was talking about how one of the reasons that they felt confident in trading Claypool was because one of the things that he does is something that they have in Freiermuth, which is use height to your advantage in the middle of the field, which we don't use the middle of the field. So what the fuck are you talking?
We don't use the field.
What are you yeah,
in general.
It's we put up 13 points last week. But I mean, if you're looking at the Saints, I'm worried about this.
I did so good on this.
I did so bad.
Yeah,
I really want to put more
your
on.
side's
Just, I got to fix it. You got to let me fix it at some point.
Fix it. You have one strip left.
No, I've got so many strips left.
We're not fixing it. We're not fixing it. It'll be okay.
But no, and so the only worry I have with the Saints, honestly, is their defense. And their defense isn't even that great. They have Lattimore, they have Cam Jordan, and I think those are the stars. I know that Honey Badger's on the team, but he's not what he used to be.
No.
And so those two, obviously Lattimore's probably going to be on Deontay. So if you have George Pickens in fantasy this week, George Pickens, dog. And so but then going back to the offense for the Saints, Kamara doesn't want to be there. Dalton's their quarterback.
Yeah.
We're getting TJ back this week. We're getting.
I don't know. I kind of like the Saints team. It's weird. But I like them more than
The Steelers.
Steelers.
I mean, that's fair.
Like,
We're projected a top 10 or top 5 pick right now.
yeah. I
So-
mean, to think that the Saints, who, I mean, realistically, if you look at it, let's just go based off offense because I'm pretty sure we take defense pretty handedly.
Healthy, when healthy.
Yeah, when healthy. Quarterback play.
Would you take Kenny
Is
over Andy
Pickett
Dalton?
better than Dalton? I'm asking you. Is Pickett better than Dalton
Right now?
right now?
They
Or is
both
that kind of sixes? I'm looking at it kind of even.
sixes,
Like
yeah.
it's
They both love throwing picks.
quarterback play kind of meh.
Yeah, it's even.
Kind of meh. Running backs? I mean,
Six.
Kamara better.
Yeah.
Six.
Wide receivers, us. 'Cause
Yeah.
Michael Thomas isn't healthy. Chris Olave's good, but they don't have another number
Yeah,
2.
we have wide receiver, tight end.
We
We have. I mean, we actually have a tight end, not a quarterback, so that helps.
Damn. Their O-line's better. So it's literally sixes.
Like,
It's just a
I don't
tie.
know. Yeah. So to think, I mean, both of us to think that I think that the Saints can win by field goal, and you think the Steelers can just pretty much win outright.
The game's in Pittsburgh too, which is nice.
Yeah.
I think that's nice. But
It's
I don't know about
tough.
this team,
This
is it?
season, I don't know. I'm kind of. You guys can probably tell, like I'm kind of done giving this team credit.
I can't
at
wait.
this point.
I can't
Like,
wait for Zach's mental breakdown in about 6 weeks when we're somehow 500 and vying for a playoff spot.
I don't want it.
I don't either. This is the rare time I actually kind
And
of want us
I
to suck.
straight up, I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. One of my garbage takes this year is saying that the beginning of the season, right here with our poker night, JPS, like, what do you legitimately see the Steelers doing? I said, 10-7 seems about right.
I mean, if TJ doesn't get hurt,
We are maybe gonna go
5 wins.
maybe 5, 4. 4's like
The
right
only
there.
reason I want us to be good is for Tomlin's 500 record, but I'm hoping
I don't
maybe
even
if
care,
he
like,
well, I'm hoping that maybe if he loses that record, he'll just snap out of it and be like, all right. Speaking of the Steelers, though, and just the NFL in general, Frank Reich was fired.
yeah, he should be on our team.
New OC?
I mean,
He's got ties because our
He should
assistant
be.
GM was with Philly when he was there. He's not going to get a head coaching gig.
The thing with us and the OC situation and the firing of Matt Canada is it should have happened after the Eagles game, and it didn't. And now I don't think it's going to.
I mean, it's not going to happen in the season for sure.
No, I don't think it's going to.
Because if you're going to do a firing like that right before a bye week, it's the prime time to do it because you can establish a new game plan.
Especially after dropping 13 points. Like, that was the time.
Yeah.
And you didn't do it, and I just don't think they're going to now. And we're not going to win games.
So if the end of the season comes and Frank Wright's still available, do you think Pittsburgh goes for him?
It depends. It really depends on. It depends on why we're holding on to Canada.
Yeah.
There's got to be a narrative that the public's not knowing, because there's no reason to believe that he shouldn't be fired. What does he have going for him?
Literally nothing. We're
Nothing.
32nd in every single.
We're
offensive
20.
statistic.
We're 2-6. About to be. I personally think we're about to be 2-7.
Yeah.
And are the lowest scoring team in the league.
Well, second lowest to the Colts,
Yeah.
who we play on Monday Night Football in 2 weeks.
Can't
That's
wait
going to
for
be
that
such a
game.
fun game for the America to watch.
Yeah. No. It's
Here's my thing. If
hard.
at the end of the season, Frank Reich is still available, like he hasn't signed anywhere, and I don't think he will if he doesn't get signed anywhere mid-season. If he's available, like I think he will be, and Pittsburgh doesn't even at least put in an offer for him, they are not trying, and they are literally setting Kenny up to fail.
No.
They are setting
We
Kenny
are.
up to fail.
We are doing it right now.
We are.
Bringing him in the third quarter of the Jets game on week 3.
I actually don't
What was
mind
it,
that.
week
I
4?
don't mind that because he put us in position to win that game. You have to admit, he put us in position to win that game, and we should have won that on our defense sold. The only game that Zach Wilson's had like a good passing game was that game.
Yeah.
And he probably
I just think it was such a weird time.
yeah.
Get him a full week under starter reps, or just hold off. You threw him in the third quarter of the Jets game to go play the Bills the next week.
It's also a waste of $10 million for Mr. Trubisky because we signed him to 2 years, so we have another $10 million hit next week, and we can't trade him. No one's going to trade for him.
No.
If we would have traded him or Mason, we would have done it at the trade deadline. Mason obviously expires at the end of the year, so Mason, it was real while you were with us, buddy.
No, it wasn't.
But but I don't know, man. It's just I'm so sorry.
Chalked it so hard.
I didn't know.
Chalked
You
it
should have
so
told me after the
hard.
first
The
one.
left and the right is such a
You have a
crazy
pause button, then you have. I don't even know.
Yeah, I just got patches. Call me patches. Yeah, it's a problem.
Damn. I don't know. It's just like, it's so sad because we're not setting our franchise quarterback up for success in the future.
No, not at all.
And if like every fan can see this, how can the ownership not see it? Like, I don't think Tomlin's going to be fired.
That's what I'm saying. There's got to be something.
But like,
There's got to be something behind the scenes.
this
that we don't know.
this is the time where Pittsburgh has to throw some tradition out the door. And by some tradition, I mean only hiring in-house. Some of our best hires were not in-house hires. Bruce Arians as the OC was not promoted from in-house. Mike Tomlin, hired as our head coach, was not hired in-house. Literally, our last 3 offensive coordinators were promoted in-house, and we saw how that worked out. Todd Haley is fine, but he had obviously
Still such a wild thing to do all those years ago was just drop Todd Haley.
well, he was kind of an asshole.
Yeah, I mean, he won football games, so can't say that about Schvink and freaking.
I don't know, Swink. I guess we did start 11-0. It was the ugliest 11-0 I've ever seen in my life, but
I hated every time we were on. Like every time we'd win a game, I'd be like, "Well,
we
we
didn't
did
deserve
it.
that
We
one.
did it again, I guess." And then we went to play the football team. What a wild night!
We should have won that game too. We should have at least 12-0.
Yeah,
Maybe the football team repeats history this week and they upset the undefeated team.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey.
How about that?
Winners is back.
So, what do you want to do next?
Should we roast ourselves for a little bit?
And then NBA?
Or we can talk about NBA.
No, do you want to do NBA after?
I don't care. It's up to you.
Let's roast ourselves a little
Okay.
bit. Okay.
Well, it's week 9. Officially marks the halfway point of the NFL season.
So we're gonna look back on some of our takes. There were not many good ones.
There were some decent ones.
Name one. I have 1, 2, 3. I have 5 so stinky things that I've said this
I have
year.
4
Stinky things?
that are just like.
Do you have any good?
tough.
Do you have any good things?
I didn't write any.
Yeah, I couldn't.
No.
It was
I mean,
hard.
I probably could if I combed through, but I did just want to talk about some of the things that were just such problems.
So speaking of the Steelers, the first episode of the podcast from when we re-upped it, I said that that Kenny would not touch
not
the
see
field,
the field
until week 18. That lasted 3 weeks, 2.5, because so, oops. I don't know. I guess we had more faith in Matt Canada.
Yeah, no, it's
Horrible take.
Yeah, such a bad
Take.
look. Speaking of bad quarterback play and bad looks,
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz and the Commanders are going to be playoff teams.
And I said no cap because the NFC sucks this year, which is so
Wentz was a problem. Wentz was a big problem. Wentz hated their best receiver, Terry McLaurin. And, I mean, Heineke's looking all right. Heineke's now won.
because he just throws it up.
Yeah, I mean, but hey, back-to-back wins,
It's true.
if I stand corrected.
Yeah.
Wentz never did that. Wentz went, what, 1-6?
I think he went 2-4.
2-4?
Yeah.
And now they're
4
and
6.
6?
Yeah. Sounds
No,
about
they
right.
can't be 4 and 6. They have to be 4 and
I don't know.
4 and 5.
Who
I think
knows?
they're 4 and 5. Anyways, that was tough.
I'm gonna give Zach credit on this one, but give myself a whoopsie. I said the Titans finished last in the AFC South.
I also wrote down my quote of, yeah, Titans definitely are the worst team in the AFC South.
yeah. So Zach at the beginning of the season was like, that is
No shot.
and then about 2 weeks ago,
And I was like, yeah, you know what, I kind of agree with you. And now I'm looking back like, yeah, no, I don't know why I said
to be
that.
fair, 2 weeks ago, we didn't know Matt Ryan would be benched, Sam Ellinger would be the quarterback, Frank Reich would be fired, Jeff Saturday would be brought in as the head coach.
I mean, I knew the Jags were going to be bad. You guys love the Jags. So that was
thought the
like
Jags would
one
be
thing
better.
that I said was like, yeah, no, the Jags are going to stink again. Jags always stink. It is what it is.
And the
It's part of the NFL.
That division's so not fair.
Jags stink.
What's your next recap?
Another team that just always stinks, the Lions. I said they
Yeah.
were going to be the second best team in the AFC and the NFC North, and they're trash. They suck.
Well, and here's the difference.
At this point, the Bears are the second best team in the NFC North.
I kind of agree.
Yeah, Justin Fields looks all right.
Yeah, they're figuring it out.
He's looking all right, man.
See, here's the thing that it's kind of funny though, is like talking about the Jags and the Lions, like they're bad teams, but the difference is they're so fun to watch.
Yeah, they ball out, man.
Meanwhile, the Steelers,
the Steelers.
I want to scoop my eyes out and feed them to my dog.
Yeah, the Steelers actually suck.
Like, you can be bad and be fun. We don't have that. That's what I was looking forward to this year. I was like, cool, we'll have Kenny.
At least, I mean, the Panthers are the only team that I could think that are, like, actually that much worse
Than us.
Mm-hmm.
They have a better record by 1 win.
Yeah, I know. And they look really bad.
Yeah.
The Bengals just did. Joe Mixon did some wild things
How
to
do we
that.
beat them?
Who, the Bengals?
Yeah.
Yeah, we beat a couple teams that we just shouldn't have.
We beat a couple, literally a couple,
Yeah.
as in 2.
Yeah, the Bengals and
The Bucks.
The Bucks, yeah.
Could've
So wild.
Yeah.
So wild.
My next one, I put Kyler Murray as a top 5 quarterback. I apologize to,
Yeah,
I don't know, like
that's so wild.
like Jalen Hurts.
That was so
and
wild. No, I think you missed Burrow.
Joe Burrow
Yeah.
and Geno Smith. There's so many people that are better
so
than
many people
Kyler
that-
this year. So I put Kyler in my top 5. And speaking of top 5, we're gonna be redoing our top 5s throughout the next couple of weeks. So stick around for that. We'll
I'm excited for that.
they'll be better, I hope.
Yeah. I said that during our cap or no cap, I said cap to the Eagles being the best team in the NFC.
Yeah, that's wild.
There's actually nobody even close.
My
I mean, the
reaction-
Vikings are maybe there.
My
But
reaction to you is
Eagle
prime.
sweep.
I was so confused why you
Yeah.
said that. Like,
Eagle sweep,
there's
dude.
the NFC. Like, besides the Eagles, like, yeah, you said the Vikings.
Bro, guess who I said was in that same sentence? I said the Bucks are the best team. It's tough, dude.
Which is wild because then in
That's
cap or no
tough.
cap, I told you Tom Brady's washed, and you said that's no cap. So you
Yeah.
said the Bucks
No.
were the best team, but
No, you said it's time catching up, and I said no cap. Time is catching up.
I don't
But-
know. He's second in the league in yards. They just can't score touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
It is weird. This is
There's so many weird things.
This is the weirdest NFL season in a long time,
yeah.
which is fun because it's unexpected. But actually, it's been kind of painful, like fantasy football. I'm sick of like the 11 o'clock games not giving any. Like, I remember ever since I've started playing fantasy football, I don't know if this is the same for you. Like, the first quarter usually is pretty boring, and I don't get any updates on my phone. And then like the second and third quarter, that's when my phone starts blowing up. Like,
Dude,
oh,
the
so and so
witching hour
scored.
is
Yeah.
undefeated.
What is
this? The witching hour?
What's that?
Oh, Connor doesn't know the witching hour. For the boys that know what the witching hour is, you know you guys have been in a treat. So basically, the witching hour,
Been in a tree?
you've been in for a treat.
Oh,
The witching hour is basically like the fourth quarter of the main slate on
Okay.
NFL Red Zone.
Yeah.
And it's like it's always so hectic.
Right.
Like
Oh, 'cause
the
they're just, like, covering everything? Yeah.
The fourth quarter in this year's league has been crazy. There's been so many teams that have just either won their game outright in the fourth quarter while being down,
Yeah.
or just
Comeback.
crazy things happening, comebacks happening. Like the fourth quarter has been way fun.
but
I
the
do
first
agree.
the first 3 ass.
Yeah.
Like
Until the fourth quarter, the main slate's been pretty boring.
it's so even like the afternoon slate games are pretty boring. Like Thursday nights sucked this year for the most part. Monday night has kind of sucked. Sunday has had a couple of bangers.
I like
but
Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football's been
It's kind of hard for Sunday night to miss.
Yeah.
I don't mind Chris Collinsworth like everyone else does. I think he's very biased when
He's
it comes
fine.
because of
Oh,
PFF.
well, Chris Collinsworth, my dad actually mentioned it. He's the kind of guy that is so swingy. Whoever's doing good, he loves that team. That seems like the greatest of all time. Like the best players are on that team, and then the instant they start doing bad, it's like switches over to the other team. It's like this team is the best for these reasons, and these guys are the best. Like somebody's always the best when you're being commentated by Chris Collinsworth. And it's just the most like the Cowboys and the Packers are playing, and it's like this is the best defense we've ever seen on a football
And
field.
Aaron Rodgers does. He's like, this is the best quarterback
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
world.
Yeah, no, it's everything's the best with him.
Next pick, I'd like to apologize to Saquon Barkley, Travis Etienne, because I put James Robinson in my top 5 running backs. It was a nice story,
No,
but he's not a top 5 running back.
yeah.
I kind of knew that at the time as well, but the fact that I solidified
You know what
it,
I'm glad about? If there's one great take that I can take away, we didn't put Aaron Rodgers in our top 5 list.
yeah.
And that man deserves to stay off of it. All you hate comments out
How
there.
many comments? Dude,
All you hate comments about Aaron Rodgers not being a top 5 quarterback, suck it.
That was our most interacted with post ever. It got like over 10,000.
Put him in the top 5. Put him in the top 5.
It got
now.
like 100 comments, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but for us, that's a lot. And I would say like 95% of them were saying, "How are you not going to have the back-to-back MVP in your top 5?"
Because he stinks.
Because he's dog water. He's garbage. He's retiring.
He should have retired at halftime versus the Lions. He really should have.
What's your next one?
I think I went through all of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My last one.
I had 4 of them. Yeah.
I'd like to apologize to Tyreek Hill for not putting him in my top 5 wide receivers. He wasn't there.
Just a minute.
And
Sometimes with your top 5.
He's already at 1,100 yards.
Yeah, Tyreek's so good. Tyreek probably number 1 at this point.
He might get 2,000 yards this year, and that is in 16 weeks. Yeah. I will say I kind of hate the 17th game because, like, if people break records, it's, there's a 17th. So if he does it in 16, there's no one that can say anything. He's so good.
If we ever I didn't look or see. If we ever disrespected Tua at all, he deserves an apology.
I don't know. I think I give more respect to the offensive system there than I do to Tua. I still think Tua is like good, but I think okay. I don't know if this is a hot take. If you put Kenny Pickett on that team, I think that team looks exactly the same. I'm serious.
Exactly the same.
I'm serious. How do you think Tua would look with Matt Canada?
I mean, I don't know.
Dude,
Kenny Pickett on that team.
Patrick Mahomes with Matt Canada would be bottom 5.
See, I just think you're wrong there, but it's okay. There's no way that if we switched Mahomes and Pickett right now that we are still 2-6.
Okay, we were 4-4.
I don't know, man.
Because like
I don't know. Those are some wild statements.
So much of it is
Those are wild
schematics.
statements.
So much of it is schematics.
It is, but
can we like at least admit that Ben wasn't the problem the last couple of years?
No, I don't think he was. I don't think Ben was ever the problem the last couple of years. I think his age was showing for sure. Whenever he would try to run the ball, it looked bad, but he made the throws that he needed to make, and he wasn't. I mean, it's. I forget who was talking about this. I think Collins, the Herd man.
Colin Cowherd.
Yeah, he was mentioning how it should be hard to replace Hall of Fame
quarterback.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It should be, and the Steelers replaced a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer, and I think that's just it. Ben Roethlisberger was a great quarterback for 14 years that he was in the league.
2004 to 2022, so 18 years.
18 years, and he did exactly what he needed to. Like, Ben needs to take a lot of credit for the Steelers' success.
Oh yeah,
but because I mean it's shown the same, like the year that he was hurt. We sucked it up.
we did go 8-8 though.
Yeah,
which is probably Mike Tomlin's finest coaching job. Okay, here's my thing. Sorry, more obligatory Steelers talk.
just coaching. It's not really just about
So here's my
Steelers,
thing.
but
If the Steelers go 9-8 this year, Mike Tomlin deserves Coach of the Year. I'm sorry,
yeah,
because this team does not like. I love Pete Carroll.
it just depends on what happens though. If the Steelers go 9-8 and it's because breaking news comes out this week that Matt Canada's fired and Tomlin becomes OC, and then we go 9-8, makes a statement. You know what I mean? But
Yes.
right now it's if we go 9-8, but nothing changes,
then it's just
is it really?
Is it because of the bye week?
Yeah,
I guess,
you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know. I would kind of like a Steelers rebrand. Like
yeah,
not logo, like jerseys and like Acrisure Stadium. Tear it down, please.
yeah, just a new hall. I mean, it's a new generation. For
I like
sure.
it.
New generation.
Yeah.
But I think ownership need to change for any of that to happen. And even just the Steelers being so rooted in culture, there's just no way. I don't think it ever would.
Yeah.
Like the logo will never change.
Oh no.
The colors
The colors
will
never change. Yeah. No, those are things that'll stick because I mean that's just Pittsburgh through and through right there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. A little roast session out the way.
We deserve it. We've had some bad takes.
Let us know. What do you guys think our worst takes were?
Yeah, if you've gotten to this part, tell us what our worst take is.
I didn't see.
We won't be mad. We know we have bad ones.
It's opinions. At the end of the day, guys, it's our opinions. Everybody's subject to have a wrong opinion here and there. And we've had a lot of them.
We've had a lot of wild ones.
Shout out to our wrong opinions. Yeah.
So, for those of you that don't, I mean, obviously, the NBA season did start, and we haven't talked much about it, mainly because like Zach. Well, one, we talk a lot of NFL, and the NFL season kind of dominate the NBA season, and the NBA season starts to come into the fold once the NFL season ends. But Zach's also not the biggest NBA
the
fan.
smartest guy in the bunch when it comes to that stuff.
But we do want to start touching on it a little bit as we ease into the end, like the midpoint and towards the end of the NFL season. So we we will be talking about basketball. Don't worry. And so Zach's brought some questions for the
I brought you 5 questions from a multitude of people.
Can I know who?
Yeah. I created a group chat with Kai, JP, and Nick.
Oh, nice.
JP sat it out. He literally said, "I'll let the other 2 boys handle this," and then never said a word.
Wait.
So these, I don't know what's up.
Shout out Kai and Nick.
Pretty much these came from Kai and Nick. They both gave me 5 questions.
Okay.
I picked 5 that I wanted to ask. So I said, if Connor likes it, I will come back to you boys next week, and we will.
Dude, look at us. We got our own like little producers area.
Yeah, I will talk to you guys then. So I don't know. You guys, obviously, Nick and Kyle will know where these questions come from, but I just kind of mixed them all up. So I don't know who was asking what, but these are the questions.
Okay.
Number 1, is the Utah Jazz for real? Are the Jazz real this year?
Bro, this is such a hard question. Okay. Because here's the thing. Victor Wembanyama is one of the greatest talented prospects I have seen with my eyes. I think he's better than Zion Williamson. I think he has like LeBron potential because he's 7'3", man, shoots jumpers off of his 1 foot. So it's just like, why don't you want to lose for him? But the I thought their defense was bad. It's not. Like I was texting my friend about this. I was like, "You guys are bad in defense." I looked at the stat and I was like, "I literally have to read. I have to read this out because I was like, your guys' one flaw is your defense is bad." And then I looked at it, and quote unquote, I said, which is actually wild because you guys have 4 players averaging 1+ steal per game, 2 guys averaging 1+ block per game, and you rank 8th in defensive ratings. So not much of a worry, actually. So based on like how they distribute the ball too, like I think one of the nicest things here, like they're literally playing right now. In the first quarter, Lauri Markkanen had 16 points.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. So based on the way they're playing right now, like they just distribute the ball. They don't have a number 1 option, which is super nice, which means that like they don't have to, like Donovan was kind of like the go-to guy. They don't have a go-to guy. They can just give the ball to whoever's open and take the shot. So are they for real?
So they're playing basketball.
Yeah, they're playing fundamental
team
basketball. Here's the thing. Will they drop off and be like a top 3 pick? No. Will they contend for a championship? No. Will they make a playoffs and maybe give a 2 or 3 seed a run for their money in a series and maybe even win a series?
So they're the Jazz. At the end of the day, they're still the Jazz.
Yeah, basically. The Jazz this year are going to be what they were last year. They're going to win a series most likely. And like good for them, but you didn't get a good enough draft pick to do anything.
They sound like the Steelers.
Oh my God! The Jazz unis everything. Jazz are the Steelers of the NBA.
Not this year though, because it sounds like the Jazz
because they're
good.
winning.
Yeah.
Never mind. Next question.
But you didn't answer. Are the Jazz for real? Yeah. You did.
What do you mean? Okay. What do you mean for real?
So yeah, they're not finals contenders.
They're not bottom 5, but they're also not top 5. They're gonna win a series.
They're decent. The Jazz are decent.
They're decent.
Okay.
Good for you guys. Now, don't be surprised if Danny Ainge sells Jordan Clarkson and Mike Tomlin at the trade deadline to get more picks or something. But I don't know. This team is a lot of fun to watch right now, and good for Utah because you guys give away 2 of the top 10 at their position players, and they look like they haven't lost a step. Anyways,
yeah. Shout out Utah, man. Number 2. Who has a better chance of bouncing back, the Lakers or the Nets?
Nets. Oh, I said that way too fast. I just don't like the Lakers. Actually, you know what? Ever since Russ has been coming off the bench, you know what this comes down to? Who can be healthier, the Nets or the Lakers?
Okay.
And until Kyrie is not nuts anymore, it sounds like he's going to be suspended.
Yeah, he got suspended, everything.
And he literally can't come back until he finishes like a list of things, which one of them is
so wild.
One of them is denounce anti-Semitism, which should be so easy. Hey, Kyrie, look, all you got to say, I denounce anti-Semitism, I'm not an anti-Semite. Wow. It's so easy.
Be a good person.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. The Nets have more talent. And the Nets don't get injured more. So actually, yeah, I'm going to say Nets.
Stick with the Nets. Okay, he's sticking with the Nets.
It's a very stinky stick. Like, it just smells like garbage. Ugh, I don't like stinky stick. That sounds... Let's just go to the next question.
Okay. Number 4, which like all-star or just star player is most likely to get traded first?
Oh, see, that's hard. Because it's like...
Like, you know the all-star player, like the players that I would know, you know what I mean? Like you said Wigdama Khan dude from the tall dude.
Wembanyama?
Yeah, that guy.
He's not drafted yet.
I was
so.
like, all right, that guy is...
See, I don't consider Russell Westbrook to be an all-star, but he's a big name. He might get traded because they might try to get a good center.
I don't count Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Or no, Russell Westbrook. Jesus.
Yeah, the
I count Russell
Lakers
Wilson.
trade Russell Wilson. Lakers country.
Lakers country. That's right.
But like, here's the funny thing. Right now, I don't think there's any big names that could get moved. If they have, they've already been moved. DeJounte Murray, who went to the Hawks, Rudy and Donovan, who left the Jazz. Like, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. Because I think teams are very confident in the fact that they're either rebuilding right now or they're contending. Yeah. And or they're teams that just know they're building chemistry. Like the
I mean, it's pretty early from what I understand.
Yeah, but like usually you can tell kind of who's gonna be traded. But right now, I don't really have anyone. Mm-hmm. So sorry, that's kind of a boring answer. But I don't think there's anybody right now that's really gonna be traded. Now come back to me in a month or two, and we'll see what happens.
All right, come back in a month or two, I guess. What is the ceiling for the Cavaliers this year?
Oh, 1 seed and a championship appearance. 100%, in my opinion. I think that fundamentally the way this roster is built, they could easily go toe to toe with the Sixers. They could go toe to toe with the Bucks. What?
No.
Oh,
I was looking at you.
I had a heart attack. I thought someone was like looking in the window. And
oh, that window?
Yeah.
Wow, my reaction would have been way more wild of just looking at you than looking at a person. Outside,
we're on the fourth
floor. Then looking back, I would have trust me, there would have been more of a reaction.
But no, I think this team could go toe to toe with the Bucks, with the Phillies. With this, I'm just talking about every other sport today. Also, shout out to the Phillies for losing and not crashing the housing market, never going to a house, I guess.
I hate the Astros. Wanted a house, bro. Wanted a house.
But yeah, I think that the ceiling is a championship appearance. And dude, Donovan's balling out. They haven't even had Darius Garland the entire time because he suffered an injury in the week 1 in the first game. Evan Mobley is a superstar in the making, and he's going to be a top 5, top 10 player in the next couple of years. Jarrett Allen's basically the Rudy Gobert. Like Donovan Mitchell got his Rudy Gobert back, but he hasn't. But they still I don't know what it is. The Jazz, the Cleveland Cavaliers are like last year's Jazz, but somehow they work better. It's so weird. But yeah, I think a championship appearance is there.
Alrighty. Shout out the Cavs. And then last but not least, what is your early finals prediction?
Right now?
Right now. Who's in the finals?
See, it's so early. Like literally the 1 seed in the West right now is the Jazz. I'm not saying the Jazz, but
Jazz versus Cavs? That'd be a movie, baby.
I think
Donovan.
That would actually be wild.
Be crazy.
Okay, my dream scenario. Can I tell you my dream scenario?
Yeah.
My dream scenario is Cavs versus Timberwolves, so we can have Rudy against Donovan. I would love that so much. It's not gonna happen.
Timberwolves suck.
I don't know what's going on with them. It's so weird. I think they're taking more time to mesh. But realistically, I think, dude, the Bucks literally just lost their first game. And they haven't had Chris Middleton. So I think it's
Giannis still just carrying.
It's so that team is so, and like Brook Lopez is such a good center for them at his age, and Drew Holiday's balling out. So I think realistically, we might get a rematch of Suns Bucks from a couple
the Suns
years
are
ago.
fire again? Too?
Oh yeah, they're great. They're number 2 in the West.
They lose Chris Paul?
No.
No. Still playing?
Yeah. Yeah, still got Chris Paul, still got DeAndre Ayton, still got D-Book. They lost Bridges because they lost
Didn't
Bridges.
They get Mr. Oubre, pretty boy?
Kelly Oubre?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's on Charlotte, I'm pretty sure still. Yeah, I mean, he was there a while ago. But,
That's not literally.
yeah, it's all right.
I'm trying my best.
Zach's mind is still on the 2K19 roster updates. So.
Yeah, I'm just going back to the time that I played 1 season. of fantasy basketball.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think.
But, I mean, the only other team that I think could maybe get there, even though they are on a slow start, is the Warriors, because the Warriors are very similar to, like, the Patriots and the Chiefs. So, like, even if they have a slow start, you can't count them out, and they'll probably get it figured out. But right now, I would say we might get a Bucks-Suns rematch, and I would love that. I think that'd be a great rematch.
Yeah. Shout out basketball, man.
Yeah, shout out. To be fair to Zach, it is really hard to watch 82 games of 30 teams.
It's just. I mean, I get it. Like everybody has their sports. Just NBA was just never one of them.
Literally Monday night.
Nothing else was. I'm a one sport dude.
Monday night there were 15 NBA games on at once. Not at once, but on that day.
Dang.
Yeah, because every single team played.
Yeah, I mean that stuff like that happens on like Sundays though. A lot of football teams.
Yeah, but it's kind of
play on
easier to
Sundays.
track, 7 to 8 NFL games rather than 15 NBA games when. But
I just never been into watching basketball. I love playing basketball.
Yeah.
I really like playing basketball. Just watching basketball is never really there for me.
do you know what's wild that's coming up in a couple weeks?
World Cup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We might even talk soccer.
I like the World Cup.
World Cup.
I'll watch a couple of World Cup games here and there.
Yeah, I'll probably buy a
with the
USA
boys.
jersey, even though they're garbage this year.
I won't.
You won't?
You can just quickly take a look at my bracket that
Oh, did you make a bracket?
I filled out for one of my.
Did you have us winning it?
Yeah.
We're so bad.
I don't know how it works. One of my friends, at least based off of what I saw, you guys, Can you put it on the screen for him?
The bracket?
Yeah, we're putting my bracket on the screen for you boys. Hopefully you know what you guys are looking at if you follow soccer at all. Here, you can take a look at it and ponder. So the group stage parts.
You have the USA beating Argentina. You have
Yeah.
USA beating Germany.
Yeah.
You have USA beating France and England.
Yeah.
Bro, no, this is wild.
I mean, Argentina's kind of stacked. Based off what I know about FIFA, Argentina's kind of wild.
that's Belgium. That's still wild.
Yeah, Argentina got Messi, Suarez, Di Maria is nutty. This is all back in like FIFA 16 though. They were nutty. Surely they're still nutty now.
Sorry. So going back to the Jazz real quick. Wild text. I'm going to poop my pants. The Jazz are killing it, but it's close.
Huh?
That's what it's like. It's literally the Jazz are literally the Steelers. You can't watch them enjoying yourself. That's awesome.
Shout out the Jazz.
There you go. That's a wild bracket.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at. You got Portugal, who's pretty fire. They got Ronaldo. He's pretty sick at soccer. He's pretty good.
That Ronaldo guy, is pretty
Yeah, that Ronaldo guy's pretty good. They still got Nani. He's like a left wing or something. He's pretty dang fun to watch.
Zach is gonna be the FIFA correspondent apparently because he knows way more than me.
Brazil's pretty cool. Neymar, Ronaldo, and Messi are all said this is their last World Cup. So, rip them in their World Cup dreams now. Wales. If I'm reading this right, USA's playing Wales in the first round, I think.
Yeah, well, it's our first game because we have to get out of that.
Yeah. I think the only player I can name on Wales is Gareth Bale, and
I couldn't even do that.
other than that, I don't think they have anybody else that's notable that I would have played in FIFA 14.
Dude, that was almost 10 years ago.
Germany's always pretty dang good. France is pretty dang good. But riding with the red, white, and blue, baby. USA all day.
That's insane.
We win in the World Cup.
Laurie Markkinen dropped 30.
Shout out Laurie.
Jazz just won, and Laurie dropped 32. Oh, my.
Wait, we had like a buzzer beater?
No, they won by 6 against the Hawks. But, oh, my God. Laurie Markkinen. Jesus. Oh, Mike Conley had 13 assists. What are we... Maybe they are. Maybe what you're talking about. Maybe they are for real. I don't know.
The Jazz are for real.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, the Jazz are for real, I guess. Shout out World Cup. Shout out anybody that's here that loves soccer. Or football. I guess we're talking about the World Cup, so we should call it by its official football.
Respect.
Um,
Respect that.
Yeah, all I know is that USA's got like a teenage kid that's
Pulisic?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. We just lost one guy though to injury, because like they're still technically playing their seasons.
Rip that one guy that got injured. Yeah, that's pretty much the pod. I don't think, did we miss something? Oh, I made tiers.
Oh, did you actually make them?
Yeah. But I mean, at this point,
It's kind of
we'll do tiers next week.
Then we'll react to our last tiers from the last time we made tiers.
Yeah, we'll do tiers again next week. I'll just keep these all the same. Surely no one changes my mind that drastically by the time we film next week. We'll find out. We'll find out, though. But, yeah, that was week 9.
Yeah, shout out Ames for making me lose my mind, because I checked the Jazz score and they won and Laurie dropped 32! Literally insane.
32, baby. Yeah. Well, that was the Training Camp Podcast. We will be back next week.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. This was a fun episode.
Yeah, shout out this episode.
Bye.
Shout out everybody, baby. Turn me up.